talents, we have abilities and time to work. However, only you can see in perfect detail the end of every beginning. Every project, every season, every life, nothing is ever in vain. For even mistakes and missteps are used for good. Your righteousness transcends all our efforts and understanding. Forgive us for our pride, the pride that puffs us up, and the pride that threatens to unqualify us. Dear Lord, we ask that you strengthen our confidence tonight in who you have made us to be. Set us free from comparison in order to work together efficiently. Bless us, Lord, and bless this meeting tonight. All those that are present, as we all, as the small, as the lives of those we will encounter after, and the lives of those that we'll encounter afterwards. Ready us to make every moment count. In Jesus' mighty name, Father, we pray. Amen. If you can just outline the program for tonight. Okay, we've done the short opening prayer. So we're going to ask Pastor Margaret, who is the founder of Seasoned Women Fellowship International, to just introduce Seasoned Women Fellowship International, who they are and what they're all about. And then after that, there's going to be an introduction of the convener, which will also be done by Pastor Margaret Collins in a short, comment, in the form of a short comment. And then we'll move on to our guest speaker, which I've already introduced as Dr. Vitus, and the core speaker, which is Mama Bontri. After that, we will look at the topics of the day, which again I've touched on in our introduction, which is health, business opportunity. And then there will be a section where we'll have questions and answers, and then closing prayers. We will try and keep this as succinct as possible, and as we have started late as well. However, do not be afraid to ask questions at the section. We will announce that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Minister Pindile. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to welcome each and every one of you to this Zoom meeting talking about women's health and business. And we are the host. Seasoned Women Fellowship International is the host of this Zoom meeting. Seasoned Women Fellowship International is a non-denominational faith-based initiative with fellowship that is commissioned to reach out to women in our society and all over the world. So tonight we're going to be hosting IMMERI, as IMMERI is going to be introducing us to a business. Yeah, the year is rounding up, and we are rounding up the year very soon. We are preparing for 2022, and we need to prepare and do what we can to prepare ourselves financially. So Seasoned Women Fellowship International is all about taking care of women in all areas of their lives and reaching out to them to be better mothers, wives, and citizens of their nations. Thank you so much. I welcome you all. Thank you. You can continue, Sister Pindile. You can go ahead and roll up the program. Thank you.
As previously mentioned, we are now going to move on to our next part of the program, which is the introduction of the convener, which is also done by Pastor Margaret Collins. Over to you, Pastor Collins.
Hello, everyone. Minister Pindile, if you can hear me, can you just go ahead with the program?
Hello, Mama. Yes, I can hear you. So we're gonna move on to the next section.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, like I said, I'm going to reintroduce yet again our guest speakers. Um, Dr. Vitus King, who will be also assisted by his co-speaker, Mama Bontle, Pastor Bontle. And we'd like to just welcome them to give it to us. I mean, shoot and equip us. Let us hear what they've got in store for us and how we can benefit from this wonderful product of IMMERI. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Vitus, and can you give him a round of applause as he takes the stage?
Thank you very much, Bindile, and also for that young man that is letting us know they need their attention as well. First of all, let me quickly be sure that everybody is hearing me. If you can hear me, please may you give me the thumbs up or release your microphone and just say so. I want to thank the Seasoned Women. Okay, thank you. I want to thank Seasoned Women Fellowship International for giving us this opportunity to come through and be a part of what they are doing all over the nations of the world. We don't take it for granted. We don't take it lightly, and we want to say thanks to them. But before we start, before we get into this thing, there is a song that Seasoned Women expects us to hear today. I will not do justice to the program if that song is not played. So wherever you are, it is specially for you, and it is from the Seasoned Women. I want you to stay still, just have fun as this song blesses you. It is entitled "The God That Sees."
Hagar was a single mother. She was abandoned by the family she belonged to. And there in the wilderness with her son, alone, with very little provision, she was wondering. She was questioning. Does anyone care? She's crying in the desert. She's lost in her despair. She thinks nobody loves her. Hagar thinks nobody's there. But God says, I will be a ring of fire around her, and I will be the glory in her midst, and the power of my presence will bring her to her knees, and I will lift her up again, for I'm the God who sees. I'm the God who sees. Then he speaks in gentle whispers, and he softly calls her name. She feels his arms enfold her as he holds her, and she'll never be the same, 'cause I'm the God who never changes, and my promises are true. this world deserts you, this is what I'll do. And then there was another woman named Ruth. She was from the land of Moab. And she was met with grief and heartache. She was a widow, and she lived with her mother-in-law, who was also a widow. And now it was time to move on. But Ruth had never been to Bethlehem. She had never tasted of the house of bread. But now she had heard an inner invitation to come and taste and see. And so she vowed herself to her mother-in-law and said, where you go, I will go. Where you lie, I will lie. Where you die, I will die. And she begins a journey to the promised land. She's traveling through the desert, and she's leaving her despair. She's hoping for a future, praying God will lead her there. And he says, I will put a ring around your finger, and I will bless a child within your womb, and the Savior will be born for you to free the world from sin. And he'll make all things new for you and love you back to life again. And then from Ruth, who gave birth to a son, Obed, who gave birth to a son, Jesse, who gave birth to a son named David. Now this same once shepherd boy might.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The song is an amazing one, but we are working with time here. Once again, my name is Dr. King Vitus, and it's quite amazing. It's so exciting for me to be here talking about this amazing business opportunity. So guys, I am so excited to have every one of you here. Let me also quickly mention that we are live on YouTube, and we are also live on Facebook. So if you are there today joining us, please, we are so excited to have you on this platform. And I want to quickly thank my friend, I call her Sister Tolu, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, who is also with us on this call today. I just want to thank you very much for joining us. Please do hang around. It's going to be an exciting time. Now, today have been made possible by a company called IMMERI. And before I continue, I would just like to run an introduction of the company within some few minutes. Don't worry, we are working on time. Let us give us an example, a full profile of the company called IMMERI. Then after that, we go into the health talk. Then I will tell every one of us how to make money from the business. So this is IMMERI for you. This is exactly what we believe in. This is what we stand for. So please do enjoy this video as well. A very brief video to tell us a little about IMMERI International.
Stay happy, stay simple. Nature, sunlight, life and smiles. These are positive strengths that fill the world with color and bring joy to people. Are you looking for a lifestyle, one that is healthier and more harmonious with nature, that makes us simpler and smile wider, while empowering you with the true happiness from the bottom of your heart? IMMERI a place where we return to the basics of our lives, creating happiness by insisting on leaving behind us the hustle, bustle, and complications, holding on to the simplicity of life, stay happy and stay simple. Harmony is when humans and nature are integral to each other, just like people in IMMERI business platform. We are committed to building our core competency by focusing on product strategy that integrates research and development, manufacture and supply in our value chain. We speak for ourselves. We develop and produce with good conscience, choosing only those products we ourselves are willing to use. And as far as possible, we use natural and green raw materials, making them into products using advanced technology with our hearts and minds, and more importantly, making it with craftsmanship. We have researched and developed 5 different brands of products, each representing a different category. These include IMMECARE for intimate care products, IMMEPlus for health and function, which is our brand for lifestyle F&B. Adhering to our principle of safety, health, and excellence in quality, IMMERI works with world-renowned research scientists and institutions for advanced research of proprietary health and beauty technology. We continue to develop products with a good conscience and high quality, so as to help more people to improve their quality of life and standard of living, thus building a happier life. The feeling of happiness comes from the warmth of home and smiles from our loved ones. The healthy way of living brought by IMMERI allows you to provide higher level of assurance from the warmth of our hearts, and warmth comes from the love of our life, and in love we build happiness. Together we create happiness, experience happiness, and share.
Are more blessed to give than to receive.
We believe success breeds success. Successful leaders should coach others.
To make dreams come true for our entrepreneurs. With better health and a happier family. From ordinary to extraordinary, we will work closely with our successful partners to help more people to achieve success. And by doing so, we are able to realize the true meaning of our lives. IMMERI, a brand that brings you the meaning of our platform. Immer means eternity in German. I represents international and global. We hope via the brand IMMERI, we bring to you a direct selling business platform that goes back to its original roots. At the same time, we strive together with our partners to build long-term sustainable growth with international perspective. In IMMERI, success is all about teamwork and more people with more positive energy in lives. Our international market territory is being gradually extended with presence in China, Malaysia, Ghana, Nigeria, the Philippines, Brunei, and others. In time to come, we want to bring IMMERI and its values to every corner of the world. We strongly believe in sharing is rewarding. Therefore, we are willing to share our fruits of our success with more people. IMMERI Faith Foundation is the answer to good causes and kindness. We want to make sharing part of our lives. We begin by helping and sharing the little things with people with us and around us. Charity and kindness is one thing we do without being driven by any vested interest. We contribute our love and kindness through cultural and educational activities.
We started in 2016. Our first business operation was in China. We focus on products and people, and we move forward rapidly in the market. The platform that we built soon becomes an effective business hub between us, our partners, and consumers. And the rest is history.
From the very beginning, we insisted on doing the business in its very original form. First, sharing the business and products. Second, growing the business by growing the people. Third, insisting on marketing valuable products. And lastly, IMMERI must become a caring company, helping those who need our help dearly.
Based on these founding principles, IMMERI today is a global company that helps people to help themselves to become successful. Success in IMMERI means happiness, healthy lifestyle, financial freedom, sustainable growth, and the ability to give back to society.
Surging forward with our core values and founding principles.
We aspire to build IMMERI,
A global company that is built to last.
built to last.
Built to last.
All right, welcome to the global company that is built to last. That is where you are, and I'm very honored and privileged to bring it to you. Once again, thank you, Pastor Margaret, for making that possible for us to, talking about this amazing company. Okay, right now we're going to go into what we came here to do today. And if you're not seeing my face, please don't worry. It is so that it will help me to concentrate. I want to quickly start today. Yes, I'm going to show you about 2 short videos as well, because the best person to talk about female health most times is a woman. Not because I cannot. One of the people that I hear, who is one of my partners in Nigeria, Betsy Etukuda, is here today. She's an amazing lady. And IMMERIan as well. It's so good to have you, Betsy. Thank you very much for coming through. All of you that joined us from Nigeria, joined us from South Africa, and those of you that are also joining us from anywhere you're joining us from, Facebook, YouTube, you are also welcomed today. Let me quickly start, because we have more women here than we have men. I think I may be the only man that is in this place today. Let me quickly start by saying that the world where we are in today have got over 700 million women. I know many of you did not understand. Many of you don't know this before now. Now, in that 700 million, you can imagine how big women are, in the population of the world. Now, what it simply means is that we cannot over-explain or over-talk about how important that over 700 million people is to the day-to-day running of the world as a whole. Now, if you take 700 women away from the world is going to feel the pinch. Let me quickly bring this back to us as well. In this pandemic, we're talking about losing over 1 million people across the globe. The world feels the pain. They talk about it all the time. So what that simply tells you, that 700 will be a very great dent to the population of the world. Now, why am I bringing this issue to us today? I am bringing it to us today because in this 700 million people, every one of them go through, they go through a certain a health condition more than three times in their lifetime. And if you are from Africa, you come to understand that women are not even made to even know. You cannot talk about your problem as a woman. You must just close it up. You must not talk about it, because when you talk about the challenges you're having in the area of your health, many people will believe you're sleeping around. Some of them will think you're doing things you're not supposed to do. But the problem is we feel the pain. Women feel the pain so much. Because of that, many have lost their boyfriends, their husbands, and so on. Some of them have even lost their marriages. Some of them are actually going from one doctor to the other because of this challenge. What challenge am I talking about? I'm talking about a challenge called bacterial vaginosis, which is going to be explained to you right now. And because of the sensitivity of the women, of the feminine reproductive section, it becomes necessary that we actually talk about this and be able to give the women a chance to be able to live their lives. So what we're actually doing here today is to be able to talk about that. So that's what we are here to talk about today. Somebody says, what is bacterial vaginosis? Bacterial vaginosis is simply the imbalance between the male, between the good and the bad bacteria in the female reproductive section called the vagina. Now, many people don't like talking about that very area. When you talk about it, they will say, no, it's called VJ. Don't call it by the name. But the truth is, that is the name. That is the name it was given, and you cannot talk about. You cannot really run away from calling it by its name. So, and you find out that because of that, it's been there. It's been there. It's been there all the time, and you cannot run away from it. So we have to call it the name that it is, and if we don't call it the name that it is, we may not be able, to do justice to what it is. Please, can I ask you guys just a second? Let me see. Somebody's knocking on my door. Let me just see who it is at the back right now. I know where I stopped. Please, no noise. So sorry for that break. I am back. So what I'm simply saying is that women have gone through this, and they do not understand, what to do. They cannot talk to the men because the men will think they have done something wrong somewhere and all those stuff. So what we're simply doing today is trying to, create an impression and make you know that you're not going through what you're going through because you did anything. You're simply going through it because something went wrong.
You want to be an IT
somewhere.
pro, so
that's what we want to do. So what I'm simply saying, in effect, is that you are blessed for being here today, because once and for all, we are going to deal with the truth of this very issue. And then if you are here today and you have ever gone to a public toilet, then you are one of the candidates for what is going to happen here today. So I decided to get this video from one of our senior product her name is Dr. Pam. She is speaking to us. She's one of the group ambassadors of IMMERI, and she's involved in formulation of the product we call Vagin. She is going to tell us about the feminine health today, and then tell us what we must use. So if you're ready for that, please, here we go. It's a short video, but please keep your eyes and ears open. Whatever information you have or questions you have, please write it down. I will answer them immediately after the video. It's a two-part video. I'm going to take two of them simultaneously. So let us go to the first one.
Normally when I'm talking about this, I will show the model here, this model, right? So this is a model of the vagina. So the vagina is actually situated between our urinary tract, that is our urethra, and the anus. So it's actually in the middle, right? I think think I can do without the mic. So our vagina is located right between the urethra, that is our urinary tract, and our anus. So it's in the middle. Okay, and our vagina is actually connects the uterus to the outside world. This is the passage here, right? And because the vagina is so close to the anus, therefore the bacteria in the anus be able to migrate into the vagina very easily. So the bacteria that is from the anus or our fecal material is named E. coli. E. coli is a bad bacteria, right? And besides that, the vulval area, that is the external part of the women genital, is stuffy and moist, so it's very instrumental for the growth of another kind of bad bacteria, that is Staphylococcus aureus. So both E. coli from the anus, from our fecal material, and as well as the Staphylococcus from our vulva will be able to actually come into the vagina area and cause inflammation. Okay, when there's an inflammation or inflammation in the vagina, means that a lot of bacteria is in the vagina. It will then get the food from the blood vessels. Okay, because our vagina is rich with blood vessels, and blood is the supply of food. It supplies food to the cells. So with the inflammation that happens in the vagina, the bacteria will actually get food from the blood. Okay, so when there's food, the bacteria will grow and proliferate in big amount. So if here is crowded with bad bacteria will then spread all the way up to the uterus.
Please let me quickly find out,
Okay.
can we hear the video? Can we hear the audio of the video? That's why I stopped it.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. All right then, let's go.
Understand? Catching up. Alright. If you have any question, just feel free to ask. So see, there's bacteria that goes into the vaginal area. Okay, so let's zoom in and have a closer look at the structure of the vagina. So we have the vaginal epithelial cells, this one here, the squamous fat cells, and on top of the squamous fat cell, we have the mucosal layer. Okay, so the mucosal layer is the place where the good bacteria reside. Okay, so in the vagina there are good bacteria. So the good bacteria is named lactobacillus. Okay, so that is the good bacteria. So lactobacillus produces organic acids, antibacterial peptides, and bacteriocins. So these three components here helps to fight bad bacteria, inhibits the growth of bad bacteria. And organic acids, it is the lactic acid produced by lactobacillus. It gives a acidic environment in the vagina. Okay, so our vagina is acidic. Right? So anyone here do not know that our vagina is acidic? You know acid, right? Yeah. Yes, our vagina is acidic. So the pH level or the pH that is in the vagina is 3.5 to 4.4. 3.5 to 4.4. So please remember this, because later on we have a FAQ. It will be related to this pH. All right. So with the organic acids, with the antibacterial peptides and bacteriocins, it will then kill the bad bacteria. Okay, so this is the first line of defense in the vaginal area. That is our good bacteria. this is our army that guard our vagina. So we have another cell defense system, that is the TLK receptor. So TLK receptor is like this, right? And it will recognize the molecule from the bad bacteria. So once the bad bacteria comes in to the vaginal area, it will actually recognize the molecule from the bad bacteria. Right? Okay. So it will send signal to the immune cells, and once the signal be received by the immune cells, our body will produce immune protein to kill the specific bacteria. So we have, in a healthy vagina, we have both defense system, that is the lactobacillus, the good bacteria, as well as the TLK receptor. Okay, understand so far? So what is our pH? The vaginal pH? 3.5 to 4.4.
Sorry, I muted myself. What I was saying is that I just wanted her to tell us a little bit about the pH issue in the vagina. What she's simply talking about is that when God created every woman, okay, because of the watery nature of the female reproductive organ, it is made to be acidic. Okay, now there is the pH system has to do with the oxygenated alkalinity of the vagina. Now that's why it's called pH. Now the pH level of the female reproductive organ is supposed to be between 3.5 and 4.4. Now, in case you do not know, that area is acidic in nature. So it's either over acidic or under acidic. Now, also in the female reproductive section and in your body generally, in the body of a woman generally, we have what is called the good and the bad bacteria. Okay, those two are responsible for most of the challenges that women have. Okay, so and where do some of these things come from? There are things that are responsible for causing those problems. Now I'm going to read out some of them to you so that you will understand that the reason why you're actually having a challenge is not because you did anything wrong, because you slept around or all those things, but it is because of the simple fact that you went to some places. Now, if you have ever gone to a public toilet before, can you signify in this place? If you have ever used a public toilet before, can you signify? Of course, I'm sure every woman here has done that because you see them everywhere. And most times we believe that they are very, very clean. But actually what we do not know is that they're not as clean as we think they are. Public toilets give us a lot of makes your acidity to be high. If you have ever menstruated before, it makes the acidity of the pH level to be high. If you have ever given birth to a child before and you have a flow, it also makes your pH level to be high. So there are many things that make your pH level to be high. And once your vaginal pH is high, you will be sick. And there are many things that will happen in the place because most of those things are supposed to go away. Now, let me also mention this, that God created the vagina to be able to do self-cleansing. But the issue is that on the inside, yes, it's able to do that, but at the outside flip, it cannot do that. And most of the dirt, most of the germs, the bacteria that the women actually receive is the one that comes from the anus, from improper cleansing and all those things. So because of the proximity, because if you look at the picture of the vagina, you will find out that there are 3 levels. One is the place where you urinate from, which is called urethra, and then the vagina is in the middle, and underneath it is where we have the anus. So whenever the woman cleans, you find out that sometimes you actually, while you're cleaning, you're actually cleaning the dirt into the vagina itself without knowing. So that is where most of these things come from. Now, somebody says we use water. Water is not enough, because another thing that happens with water is that when you use water and soap, the soap might not be very good for you. Okay, it might not be very good for you. Just clean it, because the most of the things you have there are sediments of oil, that comes in there. If they stay too long in that place, they send bacteria into the intimate section, and it becomes a problem. So every woman, that's why you see people talking about ovarian cysts. People are talking about this, what do they call it, yeast infection. People are talking about blocked ovaries. People are talking about ovaritis, and so on. People are also talking about PCOS. And some people also have the challenge of not being able to have children. So whenever you have that bacterial vaginosis, or BV in short, you will start suffering things like, what do they call it right now? You start suffering things like discharges. And then you find out that some of those discharges are smelling horribly. You start having all those malodor, odor coming out, secreting from there. That's why you find that some people use high-level perfumes, but also they have those challenges. I remember we doing a presentation, and a lady came back after, because she was very shy, and met my wife and was asking her, "Mama, tell me, are you sure that this thing help me stop me from smelling?" It's something that happens, but how many people will be able to talk about it? So that is what we are talking about. There are some of them that get involved in scratching. They just scratch, not because they want to, but the thing is scratching. Of course, they cannot do anything about it. That is part of bacterial vaginosis. There are some people that secrete a lot of cysts and all those things. Even some people are not able to, get pregnant. There are many pregnancies, there are many infertility problems that have been able to be solved in the last 2 years in Africa. I'm not talking about America and so on, but because the thing is that most times we think better things only happen to people outside the country. So what is the product that is able to do that? That's the product that brought us here today. That is this product called Vagin. Okay, this product is 100% natural, made from made from plants and vegetables. So it's 100% natural, and then it's an amazing product that will help in that very area. And we have a lot of testimonies to show for it. Now, what are the things inside this product, so that you will know? One of the things inside it is called the antibacterial and immune peptide. No, these peptides are simply food for the cells. Now, you also have cells that make your intimate section to be able to function properly. If those peptides are not there, if those food is not there, bacteria will be able to overrun the place. So we have an antibacterial and immune peptides. We have the organic acid, which provides all the necessary organ to keep the intimate section as acidic as it can be. Remember, from 3.5 to 4.4. That's the pH level that you are supposed to have, in that section. We also have the seaweed extract. Now, these things are things you can actually investigate. Google them and see what they can do, what they do for you. They are amazing, amazing products. And apart from that, we also have the hyaluronic acid. There are women today that have lost, they don't have interest in sex anymore. That is having a lot of problem in their families. You need a combination of the hyaluronic acid. Their hyaluronic acid level is low. So what you need in that section is hyaluronic acid and the polysaccharides. It increases your libido, and it makes that intimate section to be moist. So you don't have to, because one of the reasons why people are running away from sex is because anytime they dare to do it, they come out in pains. It is because of bacterial vaginosis. So you will need hyaluronic acid and the polysaccharides, which we have in our vagina. And also we also have vitamin E, which is extremely necessary and essential in what happens in the vagina. Of course, including our 100% natural oil, which makes sure that the place is as moist as possible and you don't have all those dryness anymore. So basically, these are the things. Every single challenge that we have in the intimate section are there. Also, let me quickly tell you, one of the things that also cause bacterial vaginosis is the antibiotics that doctors give to you. Somebody will say, are you serious? Yes. That is why many people have used antibiotics. I have seen them call me, we have chatted. They use antibiotics when they have those things, and after about a month or two, it comes back worse than before. Now, that doesn't mean that antibiotics is not fine. No, that's not what I'm saying. We're not trying to discredit the doctor. But what we have noticed over time is that antibiotics it works for a certain period, and after that time, it will come back again. So the question we should now ask ourselves is, do you want that situation to always come back, or do you want to deal with it once and for all? That is why a lot of medical doctors today who have come in contact with this product are recommending it. They are recommending it for their clients, because especially gynecologists, they are recommending it for the clients that come to their place, because Virgin, in the last 4 years that it came in the market, has reached out to over 1 million women across the globe. I don't know any other vaginal product that has sold as much as that. And just this, it comes in boxes like this, and when you come in, it comes in sachets like this, which I'm going to show you. Now, if you get it, it comes in sachets like this, sealed. If anybody gives you one that is not sealed, please do not take it. It comes sealed. The only time that the hand will touch this is when it comes in the hand of the person who is going to apply this product. So if it comes unsealed, please do not take it, because once the air touches it, it is supposed to go inside your system. Now, what are the things that Virgin can do for you? I'm going to quickly go to that right away, and we'll start looking. Virgin will help to deal with those conditions that I have spoken about some minutes ago. And then the other things that Virgin does is what I'm going to read out to you now. Virgin helps with infertility. It helps with dryness and sexual pain. It helps with vaginal trauma. It also helps with itching and burning. Okay, if you're like somebody who caught STD, maybe from public toilets and so on, Virgin will help. It also helps you in endometriosis, and then it helps in reducing pelvic inflammatory diseases. It helps also to increase vaginal muscle tone, and then it helps in abdominal vaginal bleeding. There are some people, once they have sex, oh my goodness, they bleed. It helps in that one as well. It helps to prevent fetus underweight. So your child will come out the way it's supposed to do. It eliminates vaginal odor. It eliminates infections. It helps in tightening. Now, let me quickly talk a little bit about this. In tightening, in the sense, because of childbirth spots and everything, the muscles of the vagina sometimes can be loose. Virgin helps to bring it back together. Actually, our people calls it the 100% reset button, for the women intimate section. So when you put it on, it restores you back to your vaginal stage, which many men like. That's why they say in IMMERI, Virgin is used by women but loved by men. Okay, it also helps with cervical erosion. It brings freshness in your intimate section. It nourishes the ovary and the uterus, as well as unblocking fallopian tube. There is a testimony we have recently. 2 blocked fallopian tubes were opened by the usage of Virgin, and today that woman gave birth to 2 bouncing babies. And it also helps to deal with ovaritis and oviductitis. So these are the things this product called Virgin will do for you. Now, let me pause for a while and then try to get some questions from you, if there's any, before I go into showing you how this product can help you to get some cash, keep money flowing in your bank account. So if there's any question, please do ask me quickly, maybe 1, 2, or 3, then I'll be able to now move forward to the business part of it. Then we'll after that, we'll call it a day for today. Any questions, please? You can unmute and ask me if there's any, and we'll take it up from there. Any questions?
Good evening. My name is Buki from Nigeria.
Okay, Buki.
Yes, I wanted to ask if virgin is to be swallowed or
No,
to
virgin.
set or
Thank you for the question. Virgin is a gel. Okay, it's
okay.
a gel that comes with an applicator. Okay, you insert it. Okay, you insert it into your intimate part. Recommended in the night when you are done. Okay, with everything you need to do, and then probably it's always advisable, even though it doesn't stop anything, it's always advisable that when you want to use virgin, how do I put it right now? When you want to use virgin, it's always advisable that you allow your man, your man will allow you to just have yourself for 24 hours, because virgin is one product that I tell people you will see what it's going to do for you within the first 24 hours, and that is the way it works. So it comes in a gel form with an applicator, which the hand must not touch if the hand is clean, because what we're trying to do is to remove bacteria, not put more into that place. So that is what it's all about. It's actually a gel. It comes in gel form.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Another question.
Please go ahead.
How long are we supposed to use it?
It depends on what you're using it for, but it is always recommended. I had a woman who once came to my house to buy virgin for itching. And when she came, she asked me a very simple question. And the question was, how many do I have to use, before? Please, Pastor Margaret, can you check on the chat something? There is a question there. You will help me to read it out so that it will be a bit faster. She said, how many do I have to use before the itching will go? And I told her, use one. And she looked at me, because the woman in question is a retired professional nurse. Medical people, the way they are, they have their own issue. Okay, they don't believe anything. And she has been scratching for over 3.5 years. And she's a bishop in the church. So forget it. Whether you're a bishop or not, it will affect you. So I told her, use one. She looked at me and was like, what are you talking about? I said, use one. She says, no, I mean, how many do I need to use before the scratch will go? When I knew what she was talking about, and I told her, start with one. And she went home on that very day and used only one, and that was the last of the scratching. The remaining 5 in the box, she sold it to other people. Today, she is an associate on the business. So that's what virgin is. So normally we tell people, depending on what you want to use it for, we always recommend to people to use as much as 1 or 2 boxes at a stretch. But if you can't afford it, you can use one. But when you finish, you will always look for more.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So we have 6.
Yes, there are 6 in every box. There are 6 in a box, yes. And each one of them is enclosed properly. Okay, yes, Pindile, you have a question. Yes, go ahead.
Actually, it's not a question from me, but there is a question online. Somebody has asked on the chat.
Yes, please.
Can be used by somebody who's yet to fall pregnant.
Yes, it can be used.
Is not currently seeing their menstrual cycle.
It helps you. Actually, majority of the people, whether you have seen your menstrual cycle or not, if you use virgin, if you go according to the recommendation and use enough, what you can do is that immediately you use virgin, your menstrual cycle returns the next day. I have a lady somewhere in Limpopo who had not seen their menstrual cycle for 8 years. That was last year. She used a tube of virgin and the menstruation returned. I had a 52-year-old woman here in South Africa whom she was not directly my person. One of our clients, one of my partners, introduced virgin to her, and she used virgin in their chat group where they are, because I'm in most of those chat groups. They were talking about the effects of virgin, and the woman said, I thought I am an old woman, but after using virgin, guess the next thing she said? She just went, oh, oh, oh. You know what that means, because virgin returned her menstruation instantly. So even if you're not seeing your menstrual this thing right now, I will recommend that you get yourself about 4 boxes of Virgin. Actually, from the first one, you should be able to have your menstruation back. Okay. Is that answered? Hello, are we together? Bindele, you're muted.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Any other question before we go to the money part? Because I want to go there. That part, I love it. I love that part. All right, no problem. Let's proceed. We'll be taking the questions as time goes on, maybe when we are done because of time. Now, in IMMERI, we do not do binary system. I want to make that very clear. We don't. Okay, there is a hand up from Beauty Ndala. Okay, Beauty. Yes, can we hear you? Unmute and yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I can actually attest to this product that it actually works, and it I've tried it for like I tried it 3 days ago, and
wow,
so far so good. It's amazing. Like
what
it did something, like it pulled out things that I didn't even know were inside, you know. It was really amazing because like just in 24 hours, I saw that my discharge was like the gel is clear when it goes inside, but what came out was a bit of a brownish color.
Yes.
It looked like it had blood with it. So I was really shocked at what is going on, because I have not seen my periods for like 6 months, for the past 6 months, but I thought it was due to the fact that I'm still breastfeeding. But yesterday I started spotting, I could see like signs of menstruation coming
back.
along.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But my question is,
yes.
My question is, can I still continue to use Virgin?
Yes, you can.
Even when I don't have a problem.
Yes, you can. You think you don't have a problem. Let me tell you one thing. Many women think they don't have problems until they use Virgin. Actually, if you menstruate, you're supposed to use Virgin, okay? Because Virgin helps you to clear out all the things all the excess blood that did not come out during the menstrual cycle. So Virgin helps to clean. It's more or less like a cleansing after you have gone through that, okay? So Virgin is always recommended that you use Virgin for after your menstruation, and sometimes you also use it before your menstruation. It depends. It helps you to have proper flow, and then all those clots and everything, it breaks them down, and they are able to come out, properly, so that you have, an amazing menstrual period. And it also deals with menstrual cramps. For those of you who are always with the doctor, anytime whenever your period is coming, your heart is beating. The Virgin will help reduce that as much as possible.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. Any more? You can also type in as we go ahead, so that we'll be able to take care of them. All right, let's go to the business part. In IMMERI, we don't do binary system. Let me clear that. I told somebody, I said, binary system is one of the biggest enemy that came to Africa, because it robbed us of our strength. It robbed us of our strength. I've done it before, and I regretted doing it, but all the same, like my friend in the School of Money said, my lecturer in the School of Money said, he said, when that happens to you, you have paid your school fees in the College of Money. And so I took them as my training, but I will never do binary system again. Now in IMMERI, we don't do binary system, we don't do hybrid, we don't do unitary system. We do something we call the IMMERI business. We do what we call the synergistic board breaking plan. That's what we do in IMMERI. So when you come to IMMERI, that is what you are going to find. There's something I wanted to do. Oh goodness me, this thing went wrongly, but I'll fix it in a while, and then I'll just have to jump some of the slides to be able to get to where I am going. So in IMMERI, we do not do binary system. We do not do all those other systems that we have. We do what we call the IMMERI synergistic board breaking plan, or IMMERI synergistic business plan. Now, this business plan is IMMERI's own. No other company has tried it. Actually, there was a company that tried it in South Africa and folded up within 6 months. Because the reason why is because many of the companies that we have, coming to Africa today, have the main intention of making money from the people. So when they introduce the binary system stuff, what they are simply doing is that binary system is you having to build 2 legs at the same time. Now, when you build those 2 legs at the same time, what you're simply doing is that a part of those legs, the company uses it to build up their own business, at the end of the day. So basically, you are losing, and what they are simply doing is that they make sure that you do not earn from the bigger legs. You earn all the time from the smaller legs. So at the end of the day, you are shortchanged whereas you are the one that is doing the job. Please do not just forgive me for what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to get to the board where the slide where I didn't remember. All our products are registered, okay? They are registered with NAFDAC in every country that we are. We have a lot of products in our system. Now, that's where we are. We do the IMMERI does the synergistic board breaking plan, or the synergistic business plan. You will understand it in a moment. Now, when you become an IMMERI partner, you will have to know the leader board and the membership ranking. Now, when you want to come into the business, whether in South Africa, whether in Nigeria, whether in the US, wherever you're joining from, by the way, we are international. The name IMMERI stands for the IMMER stands for IMA. Okay, it's a German name and it means eternity, and the I stands for international. Okay, so when you come into the company, this is the chain that you go to. So it's not legs, it's not a tree, we are not planting any tree, it's just you move up the ranking. It's not a pyramid also. Now, if you're coming into the system, you're either coming in from the purple board, or the orange board, or the pink board, which we'll call the classic package, or you come in with the associate package. In IMMERI, we don't buy boards. Okay, we do not buy boards. It's not an investment, it's a business. All right. So, but the difference with them and that is that in IMMERI, you are allowed to come in, with as many people. It's a family business. It's a business that you can wheel out to your family, when the time comes. You can wheel it out to your family. And that's why in your registration process, the names of your next of kin are always demanded so that they will put it on the system. So when you come in, one of the things you must notice is when you look at the left-hand side, you will see something there that says we succeed by helping others to succeed. So if you're not a people's person, you might not go far in the company called IMMERI. So what we do is that there are 2 entrance points. The first one is the one on the purple, light purple board, and then the one that is on the blue board. But whatever place you enter from, because they have price variation, all you need to do is work with the people that you have on that board. When you work with them, you will still, the destination is the same. So you don't need to stress yourself. Actually, I always advise people, if you have your way, I would rather you start off on the purple board and work up to up there. So what we're simply doing, when you come in there, you're coming in with the pre-associate. From there, you will work together with the people you meet there, joining hands together, because we synergize in the business. We synergize, everybody works each other's back. We help your upline helps you. We keep moving that way until you become the leader of the board, which you call the elite. Now, when you become the elite, within some time, you will move to the agency package, from where you do the same repeat and getting people. I will explain that later on. You come to the executive board, where you take up leadership position. Then from there, you still do the same work. You come up to the manager's board, and from there, you become a director. When you now become a director, then you are now going to branch off from the director. It's no more a board, it's no more a board. You finish the board system, then you will now become director. And from there, helping your people to come up, because that's always the idea. You become a 1-star director, where you start earning 1% of the daily sales income of your people. Okay, you start earning 1%. From there, you also graduate to become a 2-star director, where you earn 2%. Then you move and become a 3-star director, where you earn 3%. Can you imagine earning 3% of about 4,000-5,000 people every day? You know, but that is paid to you every single day. At the end of work every day, that money comes into your account. Then from there, you move from the directorship and move to the ambassadorial level, where you become a Sapphire ambassador, you become an Emerald ambassador, then you become also a Diamond ambassador. Then you would have finished a circle in the business. In this business, you earn from 11 amazing, lucrative payout bonus categories, starting from the sponsors bonus to team bonus to elite bonus, promotion bonus. You're going to see those bonuses as we keep going. Leadership bonus, you have the director development bonus, same rank bonus, repeat sales bonus, where you are paid for buying products. You know, unlike other companies where if you don't buy product at the end of the month, they will shut down your account. You know, here we actually pay you for buying those products. We have the travel incentive, 2 of them actually. We have the car reward, 2 of them, and we have a house reward as well. And note, there is no compulsory monthly maintenance of any account. So it's actually a business where you can go and you actually fall asleep and let it work by itself. In the retail department, which we'll call the what do they call it? The 12th bonus category is the retail business, where you earn between 26 and 30% discount on the business. Now, let me put it in a nutshell. If you come in, like right now, we are here right now, maybe you decide to come, we're using the associate board as a case in point. Associate board costs $805. Okay, if you are in Nigeria, it will cost you the sum of 297,000 naira. Okay, now in the countries where we have offices, you don't have to pay more than that, because we'll bring it to your house through courier. You sign for it and get your product. So if you're using our flagship product, which is called Virgin, which is the one that we are here for today, if you're using that and you come in with $805 or 297,000 naira, or in South Africa, everything cumulative plus postage 17,000 rand, you will be getting 20 boxes of this product. 20 boxes of this. Okay. Now, when you are done selling, you're not under pressure. You can finish it in one day. You can finish it in 1 week. You can finish it in 1 month. It's your choice to do so. You take your time to do that. When you are done selling, you would have made the sum of you get it for the price of $40.25. When you are done selling at $54.75, you can calculate it in your money. It will give you a lot of that. In South Africa, we actually sell for 1,500 per box. Okay, and the cost price is about 800 or thereabout. So if you're selling at 1,500 a box, you can calculate what your profits will be. In Nigeria, we sell a box for 20,500. Okay, but the people will have to pay their way bill. Okay, I'm not talking like a Nigerian, which I am. And when you are done, you would have made the sum of, in dollars, you would have made a total of $1,095 21 cents. If you take off your money, if you take off your initial expenses of 805, you would have made the sum of $290. Now watch this. If you now, because of the repeat sales, if you decide and say, no, I don't want to register anybody right now because of the profit I made, I want to kick in the 30%, which will give to you as an associate member. When you kick in that, you will now be spending the same $805. And instead of getting 20 boxes, you're going to get 28 boxes. So they are giving you extra 20 boxes to make more 30% profit from. So in that case, the cost price will drop to $28.75. Now, if it drops to that one, when the retail price still remains at $54.76. When you are done selling the 28 boxes, you would have made the sum of $1,533 28 cents. Now, if you remove your 805, you would have made a whooping sum of $728. And watch this, you can make that every month if you are buying the sum of that amount every month. Okay, so you can actually get that. So you calculate. Now we said something about sponsor bonus. What does it mean? Sponsor bonus is the bonus that the company gives to you when you tell somebody and they come into the business. Now, in both associate, let's take that this is you. in that place. That is you, and maybe that you there is Pastor Margaret. I have spoken to her. She has come into the business like she did. And then she speaks to somebody who is here today, maybe Pin Delay. Pin Delay registers for either the classic or the associate package. Immediately Pin Delay comes in, the company gives her 5% of whatever package Pin Delay came in with. Okay. Now, if Pin Delay goes out of her way and registers somebody, again, the company will still give Pin Delay 5% of what that person brought, and also give Pastor Margaret another 5%. So in the actual sense, you earn 5% to the second generation, whether you are coming in with 161 US dollars or you're coming in with 805 US dollars. Whatever package you come in with, you make that money. Now let's go to the synergistic board breaking plan. Like I told you, it's a matter of synergy. We'll bring our strength, our weaknesses, everything together to help each other to make money, on the business. Now, this is the way it works. What I'm going to show you now is how the board runs. Now, listen to this very carefully, because if you missed out on this one, you would have missed out on all of them. But I would not want you to miss out. So listen to me, listen very carefully. If you have any questions, please do ask. Now, when you come into IMMERI, you don't come in, you don't start a board, okay? When you come in, you will always meet 7 people. Okay, so when you come into this board, let me just do this and say that you are David, or you can put your name there. If you come in, when you'll always meet this person who is the elite, the leader of the board. You will meet Dan on that board. You will meet Joy. You will meet Betty. You will meet Solo. You will meet Temi, and you will meet this man here, James. So when you come in, you will meet them. So the job, the assignment you have is to join forces with these 7 people up here to fill this bottom part. How difficult can that be? So basically what they are telling you is bring in a minimum of 1 or 2 people, knowing fully well that you are looking forward to come to this green portion here. Okay. Now when you're either going to be the 8th person or the 9th person or the 10th person, the 11th person, 12th person, 13th person, you either 14th person or the 15th person. Now, when the 15th person comes in, 3 things happen. The number one thing is that this elite here, who is the leader, will get promoted to a higher board. Okay. Then after that, this board has to be broken into 2. Okay, to now be board A and board B. Now, another board broke this morning, into 2. Now, when that happens, something will happen. The system, which is not manipulated by anybody, it's automated, it works by itself. We have to choose 2 leaders for the 2 boards. Okay, I want you to hear me. The system will choose 2 leaders for the 2 boards. What is the qualification for choosing 2 leaders? Number 1, the qualification is the person that is closest to the elite will automatically have a space. Okay, now it's going to have to find out another one, and that one will be decided by who has more people on the board. Now I want you to join me right now because we are going to talk. Now, if you look at the board right now, who do you think have the highest person apart from Dan on this very board? Look at it very critically, and I want you to type in the column, in the comment column, whom that person is, so that we'll be able to let me be sure that you're following me. We have Dan with 2, we have Joy with 1, we have Betty with 2, we have Solo with nobody, we have Temi with 3, and we have James with nobody. We have Ruth with 1, and then we have Anne with 2. Who do you think the board should choose among these people that has the highest number in the place? Okay, let me read. Yep, let's see. Somebody says Dan. Okay, I will see whether you're right in a moment. Okay, can I have some other suggestions? Who do you think the board should choose? Okay, because of time, yes, you said Dan, you're partially right, but Dan is not the first person is going to choose. The first person is going to choose is the person with the highest number, and that person is Temi, this person that I have here. That's the person the board is going to take. So let's see whether we are right. Okay. There we go. It chose Temi as 1. Now we have a problem. The problem we have is that Dan has 2. Okay. Betty has 2. okay, and Anne has 2. So 3 of them have the same number. That is why in this case now, you'll find out that the time you come in becomes very, very important. That's why you must not waste time after this meeting. Go to the person that brought you, that, you know, asked you to come to this meeting, and tell them, I want to get on, because it's going to count one day when it comes to leadership. Now, because there are 3 people here, Dan has 2, Betty has 2, and Anne has 2 as well. The system will have to choose somebody. Now, it will look at when each of them joined the business. Now, from the issue of the time, Dan got into the business before Anne and Betty. So what does the system do? The system will choose Betty. Now, after that, the system will now divide every other person remaining on this thing according to their qualification, on to make sure that we have another set of 7 people on top, then 8 empty boxes at the bottom. Now, if you understand that, then you are ready to do this business. Now, let's put money to it. Okay, somebody is saying something. I'll just follow it as I'm going. No problem. We are getting there. This is important. If you join the business and you don't know how it runs, it will affect you. Now, I want to show you what you're going to earn by being on the business, because if you don't know what you're going to earn, you're going to have a problem. That is the same board that we have done some few minutes ago. Okay, now this is the associate board. When you come into the associate board, it is still the same thing. This is a board where if nobody joins you here, you earn nothing. But the day somebody joins you, the company gives you the sum of $5 US. Okay, they give you the $5 US, and you qualify to earn it by 8 people. Okay, so that simply means the company will give you that by 8 people. The first person the company will pay is you. Once you have 1 person joining you here, the company will pay you for joining in that place, and then you can earn it by 8. That is total of how much? $40 US. Okay, and these monies are payable as at when you need them. Now, you are permitted to stay here for 20 seconds. Okay, now if you stay there, that means you're not doing anything, you're just wasting your time for 20 seconds, because you have 1 person here, the company will still pay you. After the 20 seconds, you'll be able to have $800 US. Okay, now if 2 people joins you on the associate board, whether directly or through your pre-associate, the company changes that $5 US to $10 US for 1 person for each of them. Okay, and you qualify to earn it by 8 people, and that will be the sum of $80 US. If you stay for 20 seconds, 20 seconds means going round this for 20 times. Okay, you're still going to make as much as $1,600 US minimum. All right, but in IMMERI, leadership is very, very important. Leadership counts. Okay, so when you become the leader of this board, immediately you become the leader, the company will give you the sum of $161 US cash. And that is not all. Now, you will now, as the board is getting closed, the company will now give you, once it gets to this 14th person, the company will give you the sum of, that is the team bonus we're talking about, will give you the sum of $32.2 US because you are the leader. It does not go to everybody, it comes to you alone. Now, after that, you will not say, but you told me it is 8 people. Why 7 now? Yes, you will understand, because the 7th one is very special. The company says because you helped us get the 7th person, whether they came from you, the 8th person, whether they came from you or not, the company will give you the sum of $96.6 US. Are you calculating? Then after that, the company will now give you another $161 US promotion bonus. So getting out of this board alone, apart from how much you got from product, you are sure of $644 US on this. Then you get promoted to the executive board. Now we are now on the executive board. Now this board is a bit different from the associate board. That's why I tell people the associate board, you have to bring in 1 person to start earning. In the executive board, you don't need to bring anybody to start earning. Once 1 person joins, whether directly from you or from not you, from anybody from your country, from not your country, you can actually start earning from people in Egypt, people in Ghana, people in Malaysia, people in Brunei, people in all the countries that we have branches. You can earn from there. They come once, even nobody comes in. The company once once somebody drops in, whether they are from you or not, the company gives you the sum of $16, and you can stay there for 10 seconds. So you can actually earn 128 per second. By 10 seconds, you have $1,280. Now, if one person joins you, then remember you are helping them to bring them up from the associate board now or the pre-associate. The company will change that money. Once one person joins you, the company will give you $32 because they came from you directly. Then that is times 8, that is $256. Then times 10, that is $2,560. Now, if 2 people join you directly, the company changes it to $48 per person, and you get that times 8 people to the tune of $384 per second. If you stay 10 seconds, you are making $3,840. Change it in your currency. But most times we tell people money is in leadership. When you become the leader of the board by having the highest number of people like Maron in this place, the company will automatically give you the sum of $1,610. After that, you qualify for the team bonus times 7 to the tune of $322. When you put all together, that is $2,254. After that, remember the 15th person, we'll call it the golden handshake. The company gives you a golden handshake of $966. Are you calculating? Then after that, you get a promotion bonus of $1,610, totaling a minimum of $6,440. Now, question: what do you think this type of money can do for you? Don't answer me, but that is not all. There is more money to be made. Okay, when you get to the manager's board where you're going to move to, the manager's board has the same similarity as the executive board. You're permitted to stay there for 10 seconds and you don't have to bring anybody. Once somebody joins that board, the company will give you the sum of $161 cash, whether they are from you or not. But the day you now get somebody who comes from you, the company will give you the sum of $322. You qualify for each of them. The first one you qualify to, in 1 second, you're going to get 1,288. In 10 seconds, you make 12,880. Trust me, many of you will resign your jobs. I'm not joking. You will resign your job. You will not go out to go and buy granite and bakery for distribution. You won't do it. Okay. Now, when you get 2 people, the company will pay you the sum of $322 for that person. And you can earn the sum of 2,560. You qualify to earn 2,567 people when all the boxes are filled. Now, if you stay there for 10 seconds, that is 25,760. When 2 people joins you, you're talking about $483 for that person, whether that came in the second person. Now they will now give that for 1 person, so it's going to be times 8. So when you now times it, that is $3,864. If you remain there for 10 seconds without doing nothing, you will get the sum of $38,640. But leave that. Let's go to the leadership. When you become the leader of that board, instantly you get the sum of $16,100. Okay, instantly $16,100. After that, you qualify for your team bonus times 7 people, where the company will give you the sum of $3,220 per person. That is times 7. That is $22,540. You can calculate by yourself. Then after that, you also qualify. Once we get the 15th person, the company will give you $9,660. All these monies are instant. It will come to your back office. You can transfer it to your account by yourself. Then after that, you have the promotion bonus, which is also $16,100. So total in that place, you're going to be making at least $64,400. Now, I told somebody that even if that is all you make in the business you have done, you will be able to start up a business and be fine. Now, if you start from the pre-associate to the executive and you lead all the way to the manager's board and you lead all the way to that place, you would have made on that journey the sum of at least $71,512 minimum on your journey. But that is not all. You remember we said something about leadership bonus. Leadership bonus starts coming when you are an executive. What he's saying is that when you become an executive and you help your downline become an executive, you make $161 instantly. If you become a manager, you help your person to become a manager, you earn $1,610 instantly. If you become a director and you bring up a director, you earn the sum of $16,100. Please, if there's any question, you will answer it in a moment. So, like you can see, there is quite a lot of this thing to do. This one is the retail business where you are paid for buying products. That one is very simple. For everybody on your system to the 10th generation, any product they buy, the company gives you what do they call it, 5% of every of their purchase. Then if you don't make up to 10, they will go down to the 14th generation to pay you 5%, and that is the only bonus we'll pay at the end of every month. Other ones will pay them immediately. All these ones is when you become, we have the director development bonus, we have the same rank bonus. Now I am running. Also, we have travel reward. One of them, the first one is when you become an elite manager to the tune of $1,127. The second one is $2,093. After that, you'll be getting them in, they will start reserving. These are pictures of those who have already gone to some of them. Some have gone to Dubai, some to Philippines. In the business, you have 2 cars. The first one you must buy and use to the tune of $16,100 when you become a director. In Nigeria, it's 5.7 million. Chacha, you're not buying it in the name of the company. You find it, the company will pay for it. You have 2 of them. Then when you become a 3-star director, it will move to 32,200. That one you can collect. Okay. And then after that, now in the trip, these are pictures of those who have already gotten it. The cars you see there are the cars that all of them got, and it's quite amazing that so the cars you see there are all of the cars they got. All these people, those cars are the original cars that they got, and there are about 4 or 5 people that are not here today because they have not putting them on the slide yet. Then the final part of it, after this, now we are going to how you are joining, is the house reward. The houses have been built already in Malaysia, and the houses are worth $300,000, and it comes with a 10 years multiple entry Malaysia my second home visa for you and every member of your family. So you can also, they will not give, you can also decide that you don't want it, you want to build your house in your village. The company will give you $150,000 cash, and you can build whatever. Now, these are the things you stand to gain when you are in IMMERI. Immediately you have real-time bonus. The bonus are payable immediately. You have them. You don't have to, there's no public holiday, there's no it is midnight. Once you qualify, you get it. Okay, your team bonus starts from 1 qualification. Once you have 1 downline, your team bonus starts immediately. No monthly volume targets to maintain, no flushing of points ever, no binary system, no leg balancing, no compulsory monthly auto ship. So you don't lose your account. Your account is forever. Training and mentorship program is available. Online back office is there to help you, track your business. Direct and indirect bonuses are payable through car reward, through travel reward, and then through house reward. And all the products are registered. Okay. The people that are just joining will only be able to deal with them in questions when the question time comes. So no problem, you're all welcome as well. So with this said, now I am going to ask everyone that is here this question. Those of you that have already, that were there with me all this while, I'm going to go back to that. The question is, are you ready to own your own life? Are you ready to be your own boss? Are you ready to control your own destiny? Are you ready to achieve your dreams? Are you ready to live an amazing lifestyle? If your answer is yes, this is how to come into the business. Okay. If you're coming in with the associate package, you will be coming in with the sum of $161, and then it's about 3,000 in rand. Okay. And then it's 59,000 200 or 60,000 in Naira. You can come in with that. But if you are in countries where, like South Africa, where we don't have an office yet, you will have to pay for shipping and the clearance, which I normally do. When you come in, I normally give you products because I ship them and I clear them. Okay, so that one we'll discuss about that later on. Then that qualifies you for an account and no discounts whatsoever. But when you sell the product, you will make as much as 26% on your profit. Now, if you are the kind of person that know how to push products out and you want to start from the associate board, then you're talking about spending the sum of $805 or 296. It's actually 297,000 Naira. And in South Africa, the cumulative distance in South Africa is about 17,000 Rand to be able to do that. That's where you get 20 boxes of the gin, and then you also have 30% lifetime discount. That is amazing. So it is for you to choose what side you want to come in through. Now, let's quickly say this because this is important. In IMMERI, you see the testimonial that our sister gave some minutes ago. We don't make claims to that. Everybody that uses our product tell us what our products do for them. So we are not making medical claims and all those stuff. So we are not telling you it's a medication, it's not a medication. They are supplements, but they do amazing things that we know. And the money in question is always taxed. IMMERI believes in paying tax to the government. And then also, whatever money you made, the day you want to transfer it, it will have to be at the exchange rate of the dollar to your currency on that day. So you have that in mind. Well, in conclusion, I want to quickly say this, that opportunities are never lost. Many times you say, I lost that opportunity. No, you didn't lose it, you missed it. Somebody else is going to find it and they will run with it. And when they do, they will be ahead of you. That's why there are many people who started this IMMERI in 2018. I was one of those people who had it in 2018, but I never took it seriously. Many of the people who joined in at that time, many of them are driving their own brand new cars now. But no problem, I'm not worried, because where one gets to, the others will also get there. So take this opportunity seriously. Go to the person that brought you and introduced you to this. Go to them and tell them you are ready to go. So from here, I say thank you very much. Stay happy. In IMMERI, we say stay happy, stay simple. Now, let me fold and quickly start taking your questions to also help those who are here today, wherever you are coming from. Okay, so let's go. Open up all this thing and start throwing the questions. I'll be answering you from here.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Vitus. Thank you so much for the excellent presentation. Thank you so much. On behalf of Seasoned Women Fellowship International, we say thank you for introducing us to IMMERI. Number one question here is, someone is asking, can two people or more come together to register?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
And for the people that are coming in now, I want you to quickly talk a little bit, like in 1 minute or two, on the product we're talking about.
Okay, the product we're talking about is this. Okay, it's a product. It's a product that has the ability of dealing with every gynecologic challenge that every woman faces, like foul-smelling discharges or any discharge at all. Foul-smelling discharges, itching, ovaritis, blocked ovaries, just name them, infertility, and so on. It's an amazing product. And then, of course, on this call tonight, we had a testimony of somebody who used it just about 3 days ago, and she has an amazing testimony to say about it. So that's the product we're talking about today. It's an amazing product for every woman, and it will help you. So that is it. Now, in going back to your question, can two people come together and register an account? Yes, two people can come together and register an account, but the only thing is this: we'll register one person at a time. Actually, one of the things I have is, for South Africans, you can also use it in Nigeria if you want to. I always have this thing that you can have a group of people, maybe 10, 20 people, who say, okay, we really love this thing, but we don't have this money. Now you can decide to go into a contribution like what we'll call, I think we'll call it a susu in Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, or a job, and in South Africa we'll call it stock fair. You know, you can decide to bring in a certain amount of money every month, and that month, whatever the amount you people bring, we use it to register a group of people. Once we get the products, you know, from those people, once the product comes in, we share it amongst the people that contributed the money. Then when we do that, then what now happens? You share it among everybody, goes out. They either use the product or they sell them. Sometimes we recommend that they use, because if you're going to sell a product, I want you to use it so that you will be able to know what exactly that product is doing. Because if you don't know what the product is doing, you will not be able to tell people about it. So whatever is at the end of the month, again, all of us will bring back that money and we'll use it to register another set of people. You know, that is very, very possible. You can do that. That is possible. So if you guys want to go through the stock file or the adjust stuff, it will help you do it faster. But that doesn't mean that if you have the money to register immediately, you should not register.
Thank you so much, sir. Another question is, do your company have an office in the US?
Our office, actually, we didn't want to have just an office. We registered a factory in the US, but the factory is still under construction. But what we do in IMMERI, we have something we call Olive Branch. Okay, Olive Branch is a branch that takes care of everyone that is in the country, like countries like US, UK, and everything. So what the Olive Branch does is Olive Branch is like a mini branch. Actually, IMMERI is registered with has an account with Bank of America. So you don't have to send money to anywhere. All we need to do is just give you the dollar account. You put your money there and we deal with the issue. The only thing is that you pay some little for the Olive Branch to send your products to you directly in the US. We have a lot of people who are in our business in the US, in Canada, in Mexico, and throughout the North America. So we have them as well. So we have a factory. We have a clearance with FDA in the US. When we're doing the membership orientation, the FDA certification in the US is there.
Thank you so much, sir. Another question here is, can someone plan with this business looking at the future?
IMMERI is a company that believes in family. In your registration, one of the things that you're going to do when you get into it is, apart from your registration, your next of kin is demanded. Reason is because you can will IMMERI out to your children. You can actually open an account today, work on it, and will it to your children immediately they are 21. What you need to do is when they become 21, you will take them to the customary court and swear an oath to them. You know, swear an oath in the customary court. That oath you're going to send to us, send to any of the offices in the countries where they are, and then IMMERI will now transfer the account to that person officially. So yes, it's something you can will out to your children.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering that question. Another question here is, are there other products from IMMERI?
Yes, there are other products. Actually, IMMERI has a lot of products. I'll just show you some of them. One of them is this one that I'm holding. It's also made for the women. You know, we call it the twin sister of vagine. It's called Fementina. You know, it's more or less like I don't want to call it the capsule version of vagine. No, I don't want to call it the capsule version of vagine. It is not the capsule version because there's a lot of things it deals with. It deals with things like cardiovascular, menopausal risk, and all those stuff. It's right now in many of our countries, even in Nigeria. It's in Nigeria right now. It's an amazing product. Because of time, we may not be going through all of them. Then we have this one. This one came as a result of the women telling us, you have given us vagine. Our men, some of our men are 2-minute noodles. Some of them cannot even, you know, those kind of things. But the winner did this. We'll call it Ali Heart. It's our own version of the Tonkat Ali. Okay, there are Tonkat Ali. You can Google it. Tonkat Ali there are many, many versions of it, but the most potent one comes from the Malaysian rainforest that has been tended for over 100 years. So the potency of this is very high. It supports men fertility. It actually increases sperm count by 40% if you use it consecutively for 2 weeks. It also comes, it deals with osteoporosis, which is weakness in the bones. It helps to reduce stress. Men and women can use it, okay? But this one, only women can use this one. But this one, men and women can use it. We'll call the both of them his and hers. Okay, so they are amazing products. We also have this one. This one has been sold out for now. It's been sold out. We're waiting it to return back into the market. It's called Vitide. You know, this one builds, is a cell-building product. It sold too much that it is out of the market for now, but we're expecting it to come back again very soon. It's for cell building. It helps with immunity in this period of COVID and all those stuff. This is one product that will keep you safe. And it also helps with heart disease, high blood pressure, and all those stuff. It is an amazing, amazing product. We also have this one. Can you help me? Yeah. We also have, just a minute, let me take this one. Yeah. We also have this one. It's called Advel. It's a digestive enzyme. Enzymes are the things that help you digest your food. Okay. Whenever you see obesity and all those things, one of the major causes of obesity is undigested foods and all those things. So this one helps to break those things down. It kills cancer cells. It helps to also separate the nutrients that are coming into your body. What it does is much. Then the last one, which I don't have in South Africa yet, you can also check it on YouTube, is called Orfair. Orfair is our own brand of sanitary towel. Now, for those of you who use sanitary towel, I will just pause for a moment and ask you, how much layers does your sanitary towel have? Let's use always, for instance. How many layers of protection does it have? I know, but I'm just asking you, let me know whether anybody knows. Can anybody help us? How many layers of protection does your sanitary towel have, or sanitary pad? Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. It's just that people don't read. Well, let me quickly tell you. Number one, I want to quickly tell you that most of the sanitary towels that are in the market today are produced from recycled materials. Okay, and if you are involved in recycling, you will know that if a paper or anything is recycled, they do not come with their original color. Okay, they come brown. So most of those things you're seeing, majority of them are bleached. Number one, bleached materials are also not good for you. But that is, by the way, you will now find out that the layers they have there are 3. The best before our Orfair sanitary pads came had 3 layers, but our own has 9 amazing layers. We need a whole presentation to be able to present Orfair. Okay, it comes with 9 amazing layers and some health chips that come with them. Some of them warms up your womb so that you don't have any type of blood clot when you are going through menstruation. Your blood will not clot and all those things. There are many, 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 many things that it does, but time will not permit us to talk about it. Then we have a new one which is also undergoing trial called Flexis. For those of you who have rheumatic pains, you know, all those pains, arthritic pains and so on, that is coming. That is a drink. It also comes in sachet. Very soon we are going to start talking about it. So we have amazing products. There's also another one that comes. It's a one that makes you look younger on the face. You know, it's called what's the name again now? I've forgotten the name. It's a facial wax, you know, that you put on your face. You know, amazing, amazing products. So we have other amazing products that are selling across the world.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for brilliant and excellent presentation. Thank you so much. On behalf of Seasoned Women Fellowship International, I want to say thank you. I want to appreciate everyone that is on board, that is connected to this Zoom meeting. Thank you.
There's somebody here. There's somebody here. She's been looking.
Okay. Okay. You are welcome.
Thank you, beloved.
Or you can come here.
And my apology.
Come here. Sit there.
For not being able to be here on time. Hi, everybody.
You're fine. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
And they took me with surprise and they spoiled.
Today's the birthday.
I'm tired. Thank you very much. But I'm happy that I managed to come. You know, my heart was here. But you know, I didn't use my trans. They just said, come, 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 come. And I left without knowing how am I going to come back. So thank God we are back. And I was confident enough that you will get all the answers that you are looking for, because Daddy was on call with you. So I don't know if there are some people who need to hear my testimony, or because of time.
Yes, just shortly, maybe you quickly do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
one or 2 minutes at most.
Okay, let me just briefly tell you my experience with Virgin. I had a problem with uterus, and I had a problem with gallbladder. I couldn't hold pee the way I supposed to. You know, at the age of 40, when you go to the bathroom, pee is just coming out, especially when I'm pressed. I didn't have, like, my bladder could not hold it until I sit. Before I sit, it's already coming out. So it's been bothering me. And another issue that I was struggling with is uterus. So I always had pains. My husband was also always advising me to ease it by boiling water, putting raw garlic inside, onions and those things. Yes, I used to steam myself, sit on top of that bucket with boiling water and those onions and raw garlics inside, but it will just ease the pain for that moment. But until I got Virgin, my life has like, things are no longer like before. So I'm very happy that I'm completely healed. I can now, I even resumed. I went back to work. I'm able to carry hot, heavy stuff without any complaint when I come back. No complaint until today. Now I can hold my pee, even now, because I hate public toilets. You know, before you use Virgin, you won't know that you are not supposed to play around public toilets. So since I started using Virgin, experiencing the what do you call it, discharge that was coming out, I noticed that we are collecting infections from public toilets. So I'm avoiding public toilets as much as I can. I left this house around what time? Around 11. I've been out there for a long time. Around 11, I never used their bathroom, and it was a lodge, actually a guest house. I never used their bathroom. I used the bathroom when I arrived here. So if it wasn't before using Virgin, you think I could have used their toilet maybe 5 times. I'm telling you, the way I was going to toilet regularly. Even at night, I was no longer sleepy. I was always complaining. In the morning when I'm supposed to wake up, I fall asleep. Because at night I've been going in and out of the bathroom. Now, immediately when I arrive here, I use the bathroom. I'm no longer going to use the bathroom. I will use the bathroom the following day in the morning. I'm one person who wake up early. Even if I wake up 7 o'clock, I won't have that pressure that I used to have before. So I advise you guys to try, at least try one tube. I know, I'm confident enough that you will see the results. I was telling Pastor Margaret and Sister Beauty and one of our sisters, when was it, Pastor Margaret? Last week, Sunday. I was telling them that I hate to convince people, especially when we have a product that doesn't work and I have to put more effort to convince them to be able to buy. No, with Virgin, I speak with confidence. Sometimes I even tell clients that, okay, if it doesn't work, I will give you your money back. And then I will notice that they disappear. Like they will just send me messages like this hearts and stuff. You see these things that we put on WhatsApp, appreciating the product. And they're bringing different testimonies. So because of time, I can't share their testimony now. I'm just telling you my experience, and it's awesome. I'm very happy. I'm restored, completely restored. Like, thank you. I feel like a 16-year-old. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved. Thank you so much for that input and your comment. Yeah, someone is asking if Daddy can come back. Is asking how much will it take to join in different countries? like in the US, in Nigeria, in South Africa. Yeah.
Okay, like I told you, in Nigeria, it's the classic package is 161 US dollars. Okay, excluding the shipping and so on. But what we do, like I told you, is that we try to look for the cheapest because we use either DHL, FedEx, or expedited mail service, which is called EMS, which that works with UPU, where also United States Parcel Service is involved in. So we try to reduce the price, but the prices are the same thing. Joining fees are the same thing everywhere. 161 US dollars for the classic package, which is 60,000 naira in Nigeria, and then in South Africa it's 3,000 rand. Okay, it's about 2,900 thereabout. Block, rand figure 3,000 rand. But the issue with it is that it does not include shipping and the other one. Now, if we put that one in South Africa, we'll be talking about 3,500 rand. For the US own, what we're just going to do is to round the thing up. I think we'll just be spending about extra $50 or $60 to be able to move it to the US. Then when it gets there, you will definitely put it out. You'll be able to now, because we don't know how much they're going to charge you there. So basically, all over the world, that is the same thing. But if you're in Nigeria, you don't spend for shipping, you don't spend for clearing, because we pay. We as a company pay. We'll bring it to your doorstep, you sign with it. In Nigeria, we'll work with FedEx, UP, Red Star Express. We work with FedEx, Red Star Express in Nigeria. So that is how much it is. Then for the bigger package, we are now talking about bigger package. You're talking about 297,000 in Nigeria, which is about 17,500 rand in South Africa, and in the US it is 805 US dollars, or excluding shipping and clearing as well. So once that comes, we'll be able to look at it after the shipping. But what we now do for the US, if we are shipping from Nigeria, we have some people already who tell us there are some freight companies that take the products straight to the US and they deliver in a very, very good time as well. So those ones are already planned. We deliver across the nations of the world.
Thank you so much, sir. It was an excellent presentation. I want to believe that some other time, very shortly, you'll be coming on board to further put us through in this excellent business.
No
right
problem.
Now, we're going to be rounding up, and we're going to be taking a short prayers. I will want Bestie, please, whoever is Bestie, to unmute and pray for us.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yes,
Betsy.
we can hear you. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. It was really nice to be here, and I really enjoyed the presentation. I'm happy that I'm on board and hearing the testimonials. I mean, everything Virgin is doing and other products are doing is really amazing. Thank you. And okay, we just go in for the prayer. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this superb presentation and all the people that were able to be part of it, and also the presenters, the speakers, and all, and the people who even gave their testimony. This is the sure thing. It's a business that you have brought us in, and I see that it is a very good place to be. It's a very good thing to do. Thank you for even assimilating all that was spoken here. And I say, and I ask that please you take this thing further, help us in our pursuit, help us to meet the right people, and also help them in their health, and also help us make money also and live healthy and great lives, enriching us financially. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love
so
that
much.
money. I love that money part. Trust me.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to Dr. Vitus.
And Pastor Margaret, before you finish, I want to quickly open this up here. If you are here and you want to try a box of Bajin in South Africa, I will give it to you for 1,000 rand. Okay? If you're here, you want to try, you need a box, I'll give you for 1,000 rand. If you are in Nigeria, you need a box of Bajin, you want to try it out, I will give it to you for 18,000 naira, but you have to pay for your way bill. Betsy, your own is coming. Your own is leaving the office tomorrow.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, we are closing right now. I want to say on behalf of Seasoned Women Fellowship International, which is a non-denominational faith-based initiative that is attended to women, blessing women all over the world, teaching women how to be self-reliant and